Yeah, so las guns and auto guns are what we got.
Yeah. Okay.
Units always go after individuals.
So you get to shoot these at the enemy first.
Okay.
All units act simultaneously in the initiative unless a unit has surprise. When a
That's
unit is
rather
reduced to 0 wounds, it can no longer fight, though at GM's discretion some of its members might be alive. Individuals cannot fight units and vice versa.
Right. So who do we fight?
Commanders.
In this case, single members of a unit can make attacks on individuals, and individuals can pick out members of a unit.
So if there's an officer or something, we can shoot him.
Yes,
Exactly.
we can try to shoot the officer.
Yep.
Okay, and in addition to combat rolls, units make all other tests as a single entity. Likewise,
Like-
PCs can use social and influence skills on a unit as if it was an individual.
Okay.
Okay. I think we kind of know what we're doing here.
Yeah, my first thing is I'm going to be trying to lock down their ship's doors, so
Well, lock them open or...
closed,
I guess,
so that
yeah, either
they
or.
can't get in.
Yeah.
That way we can
Yeah.
kill the crew that are in the area, and then that would be the beachhead. They'd have to get through with blasting it.
Yep, and we're the only ones with multi-lasers.
Hell guns, but yeah.
We have sentinels, so they have multi-lasers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you could bring make some satchel charges, things like what are they called? Claymore mines?
I could certainly give a demonstrator's check a shot for that.
Then we can set that up a kill zone around the door. That way we can actually make it so that they open the door and it blows up in their face.
That's a good... Yeah, okay, I'll give that a shot. Hang on.
Add to that...
I'm just checking the difficulty rating for that sort of thing. Because it tends to say sort of how difficult a certain task or a certain skill might be, and I'm only into 46, so...
I can make a claymore mine myself with just a few things.
Yeah, but you've got a ridiculously high tech use.
I'm not talking tech use, I'm talking real life.
Yes, that's fine.
All I need is a small piece of metal, a bunch of BBs, and a grenade. Hell, I don't even need a grenade. I can make it out of TNT.
Well then,
Player character separation.
that wonderfully comforting note.
Just as I can navigate the hellscape that is the warp.
In real life as well.
Oh, hell.
No, I can't do that in real life. That'd be nice.
Well, I don't have demolitions right now, so I can't do that anyway.
Really?
Really?
And apparently,
Yeah.
knock an arb.
No, I spent all my good common sense on sabotaging the containers, apparently.
Well, that's still a worthwhile task.
Yeah, you got a few days. I think we should move on now to the actual combat.
All right.
So, you're going to get into your lovely new... we'll just wait for the cat to be shut up.
Is that Cicero?
That's Cicero,
That is
yes.
Cicero! You're on the internet
That's the GM.
Yeah, that's me. I don't actually own a cat. I just make weird noises every so often.
Well, that makes more sense.
now. It's compulsion.
Far too much sense.
Alright. Now we've just got to figure out where his food is. Oh, there we go. Okay, so everyone jumps in board your wonderful little shark ship, assault boat. There, we got a nice little picture of it.
Has anyone read the manual?
Press button to go.
Good, good.
Okay, so
Generally speaking, I have. And there's the hat.
Yeah, it's already pretty much got one, actually, if you look at the design.
It's got a hat on its hat. Who is doing that?
I wish I knew. Although it's black, so I have to guess it's Macarius.
Nope.
No.
Mine would be blue.
The default color's black.
I was going to say, yeah, it's not colour dependent on the dice.
Oh well. So, you launch out your ship and start burning towards. So you're going to have to make me some sort of stealth check here. Otherwise they're going to pick you up, blow you out the sky, and the end of the campaign is going to end quite quickly.
Well, they look funny.
Wouldn't it be against their turret rating? So,
yeah.
Well, no,
because
it's not.
they can't
what-
shoot their main weapons.
Yeah, but at
Otherwise,
the
I'll
moment they
piss
don't
off
even
the
know
entire
you're
Port
there.
Authority.
They don't know you're there yet, so...
Yeah.
So is
what
that a
are you
piloting check?
Yeah,
Um,
or...
What is the normal quiet burn? I can't remember where it is. Starships, I think?
silent running.
Yeah,
Or
it's
silent
not
running, where's
Starship though, so it's not really using that. I'd say we'll use a piloting skill check.
You think it'd be easier for a small ship like this to silent run, say, a big one like a
Yeah.
battleship?
No kidding.
I'm
Especially considering
quite
that we're coming
obvious
from a
reasons.
ship like this from the.
Oh, don't bother rolling anything. They're going to fail their detection roll anyway.
How bad?
Well, we could fail their piloting or worse.
Why would you say that?
Well, you're still going to have to make a piloting roll.
True, we have to make the approach roll.
Yep,
To
make your
actually
approach
dock.
roll. Let's see if you don't...
Pilots?
Piloting skill, yeah. Pilot, one of you.
Who's got the
Set,
best pilot?
I think it's, Seb and you who've got piloting. Go.
pilot for Seb is...
Is 45?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. That's what I have on my thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to update your intelligence. Right.
Mine's only 42, so...
You can hover over Sebastian.
And I can hover, so, yeah.
I need to actually see about redoing these skill lists. I might be able to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I did it.
27.
Right, so you managed to ghost in quite easily. Now you need to make a challenging pilot's ghost test to attach yourself to the ship with your boarding clamps. Silently, of course.
I might need to re-roll.
You might need to fate point that one.
That'll be okay because he's got hover. Oh wait, challenging.
Challenging,
Challenge.
0.
Yeah.
Wait,
Zero.
plus 0?
Isn't that 55 just on it? Like,
Yeah, he's got
just
45
on it?
piloting plus 10 hover is
Yeah.
55.
That's 55, that's enough. So it looks like you're going to make a noise as you attach, but no, you seal against it, and the cutters at the front of the ship begin burning. Yeah. And then explosive bolts go into action, and the whole 10-foot section of the hull just flies inwards into the ship, and your men just run screaming in. So we're into combat.
Surprise!
So if everyone would like to roll me initiative,
Sure, that's 1d10, right?
Yeah, 1d10 plus your agility bonus.
They would be like
And Sin gets plus 2 more for that.
Forwards and say,
Yep.
hello!
I get plus 2 because I've got a basic weapon. Oh, I've rolled a d6.
12.
Sorry, I need to
There
do
we
that
go.
again.
Oh, I did so badly.
There we go, 13.
right?
13.
So, Orbs on 13.
What's your agility rating,
30.
Macarius?
I just said 30.
I'm going to go before you because I've got 40-something.
Praise 10 plus his ability of agility for 14.
So praise is first.
Yeah.
While you guys are fighting over 13.
I didn't go last for once.
Sin is 12.
Yep.
Roll surprisingly well for this.
Yep. And you're on a guard. I'll roll for them. 6. 7, sorry, because they've got agility. Right.
Alright.
So, straight to the top. The captain goes in first, apparently.
Yep.
Leading from the front.
Chainsaw swinging, plasma pistol blasting.
Can I
Yeah.
see anything to
True
do?
hero of the Imperium.
Where do we appear to have come in?
You've come in just off to the bridge. Probably 100 metres from it. You've kind of attached yourself towards the back. You had to find somewhere that was like a nice section that you think. So you had to go a bit further away than you would have liked. There are voidsmen here.
How many?
Probably about 30 or so.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Is there any sealable bulkheads?
yeah, they're fairly regular. Probably one every 20 metres or so.
Alright. Well, I know where I'm going.
It's not your turn though, is it?
No. I'm just saying, I know that I'm going to be sealing one of them so they can't come after us.
Yeah, good call, probably, actually.
Yeah, seal the rest of the ship off from this area.
Mm-hmm.
How am I going to do this?
Well, at least the most basic way of getting up.
So
There's plenty of jerry tubes and the like.
Does that mean we can't get out, though? to
We
get to
got
the
a
sail
shark
bridge.
assault ship.
We got our assault ship. All we have to do is close the barrier so that they can't get into the area that we're in. And then we're going towards the bridge.
Oh
You're
yeah.
assuming that the bridge only has one access point.
No. It has plenty of jerry tubes, but this is the most direct way.
This is like the main route.
Okay.
Starship bridges are tended to be built defensively in mine, so they're quite important.
Then
Particularly in the 40k verse where balling actions are kind of
Yeah.
I will. Useful I could do other than just shoot people.
You could inspire your crew.
or intimidate the enemy.
I could give a nice command.
Yep, command
Yeah.
roll.
A rousing speech.
Have I got to think there's more bonuses for that?
And as a command roll, that's just a single half action in it.
Yep. So you can shoot as well. Or I try to run close a bit more fast and free, so
Authority. Yeah, so let's just do it. That is 2 degrees of success on. Actually, what would I be inspiring them with?
just
Words?
yeah, you
Not
just
too
be
big, that's
shouting
what-
at them for the Basher Dynasty or something like that.
Giving a man's
Would that
head
be
up
a
to
command
stress.
roll itself?
Or just,
I think that's command.
That's the command roll, yeah.
oh, then that's 2 degrees of success.
Right, so I'm going to give them plus 20 to when they shoot. Oh, sorry, plus 20 when they shoot.
Buddy.
And then I will point my plasma pistol at a dude.
Yeah, you're going to pick off one of the officers. If you
Or
can.
you're just aiming.
I'm just going to
Are you
aim
doing
at
an
it.
aim action?
Yeah.
Aubrey, who's not at the bottom of the list when it doesn't
Mine.
count.
God. Yeah, exactly. Are the voidsmen all clustered together?
Well, some of them are clustered, some of them are spread out. They weren't really expecting the part of the ship to explode. You've probably crushed 10 or so underneath that piece of metal you just blown into the ship.
Nice.
Okay. At the biggest concentration of them is, I drop an inferno grenade with a grenade launcher.
Okay?
How far away are they? Because I'm assuming they're not within throwing range, but
No. Well,
enough.
they're going to be spread, over an area of probably about 50 metres or so.
oh, sure. In that case, I'll just drop an inferno grenade in their midst. Rolling against. Actually, I'll half round aim action just to give myself a small bonus. So, rolling against 83. Snap.
I think you've got it.
I think I hit them. Yeah.
Yep, grenade goes off. So roll me damage.
Yes.
What's the blast on that?
It's blast 2. It's only an inferno grenade, but it sets. They all have to take an agility check if they're hit to not be set on fire.
Okay.
Okay, so because I'm actually using it in a grenade launcher as a basic weapon, it's 1d10 plus 5 on everybody.
Yep, so
With a penetration of 6. So 11 damage, ignoring 6 points of armor.
okay.
If they've been hit, they now need to all take well, you may as well take an agility check for a bunch of them.
Yeah, I'm going to treat them as one unit here. So
Yep,
basically, that
that's how you
blasts-
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blasts a large number of them away. Probably about 5 or 6 of them get annihilated. And yeah, several others are set on fire. All right.
Barbecue tonight, anyone? Oh, and reload is a free action.
Yep.
I need to specify.
Alright, so, the nearest bulkhead, the closable bulkhead, would be about 20 feet.
Yep.
Or
so
20
about
meters?
20 meters or so.
Alright, I will just waltz right over to that. And tech use to close it. That's
Yep.
half action to move and half action to tech use, right?
Yep. That'll do me.
Alright, so, any bonuses or defenses that I have to
I'm
get
going
through?
to go for minus 60 for this because you're trying to hack a ship's defensive setup.
Alright, so that's minus 60. So normally I'd have a 10. plus the MIU, so 20 for that, plus the 20 for my electrograft, plus 20 for my skills, gives me, and 10 for the, what's it called? The Omni tool, giving me a total score of 80.
Alright.
Holy fuck, I failed.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
Oh my days, we've actually had a failed tech use check from Macarius. Ring
Yep.
the
Oh, well.
bells.
I'll just stand there and shoot the next guy that with a 3-round burst.
Yep.
Since it's a free action for me. Shoot the closest guy to me. 3-round burst, and that gives a plus 10, and plus 10 for having a red dot sight on it. So let's see, that's my ballistics. So plus 30 for my ballistic skill. I'm at 78. Alright, let's shoot him. 78 versus 37.
Yep. Roll me your damage.
That'd be 3 hits.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see, 3 hits, so that's the Hellgun damage mod 3 times. And 3d3, right? Okay, maybe it'll actually roll this time.
If you're using the quick bar, it should be rolling every time.
Yeah, that'd be the nice way of doing it. Anyway, let's see, the first damage roll, second damage roll, and third damage roll.
Right. I'm going to say you've pretty much blasted that group.
How many did I kill?
You've killed another, like, 7 or 8 of them.
I'd only be able to kill 3 at most because that's 3 shots.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to step out and intimidate them. Tell them to run if they want to live. And this is against an intimidate of 70.
Very nice.
Creepy old crone is scary. Who'd have thunk it?
And,
It's all the skin.
Yeah.
You know I'm not gonna let you live. Remember, I'm not gonna let you forget that one, right?
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
This is fun of being mutated.
Chunder everywhere.
Chunder chunks.
Don't.
Right. So, yeah, you managed to panic them. The officers start shouting, trying to get them back in, but quite a few of the closer ones are starting to run.
I shoot one of the noisy ones with my las pistol.
Okay.
It was the other half mag.
The officer.
Yeah, one
Oh,
of the
no, I
officers.
don't. I missed.
I suppose this must be like trying to deal with sort of a slightly insane person. Officers becomes noisy ones in their tongue. We're going to have to get used to that with Sin, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it is noisy ones, even in... They're the ones shouting, trying to encourage them, so of course I'm going to take a pot shot at them.
Okay, so I'm going to say one of the Void... one of the Voidfarer groups runs, but another 2 enter. So there's probably about 70 people left in this room now.
It's like playing Whack an Idiot.
Yeah, they're pouring in from every direction. You're near the bridge, and there's going to be lots of people. So the first group is going to shoot at your honor guard. Second group is going to shoot at your honor guard. They actually hit.
Yeah, they are going to, yes.
So that's a group of
So they
30.
go before our honor guard.
Fun? Yeah, they
go before
beat your honor guard.
Oh,
It's not a good day for your honor guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Extra drills for the men we get back. This is disappointing. They're being beaten down by a bunch of blooming voidsmen. Freighter voidsmen.
So, 9 plus 7, 16.
Plus 7.
Yeah, that's the damage bonus for the number of them.
Really? How the hell did they get that many on more than one group?
It's only one
Oh.
group. It's a group of 30.
Oh.
So,
Well,
Yeah, the,
I'm doing your honor
There's
guard
a
as a
lot
group
of
of 30 as well.
Oh.
So, I'm just like really just throwing this out.
See how it
Sorry,
goes.
you interrupted my maths then.
You had
12.
9 plus 7 is whatever that is. It's 16.
16 minus the honor guard's armor of 4.
Sounds about right.
12. Yeah, it's not a good day for your honor guard. You lose 7.
How much armor do they have?
4 flak armor.
Add 1 for the body armor because I gave them all hearts.
Oh yeah, that's 5 plus toughness bonus of 3. 5, 6, 7, 8 off 16 is 8 points of damage. So 8 of them are killed as this volley hits.
Apparently, we need to train him how to duck better.
Yeah, and the last voice bearer group is going to shoot at one of you guys. So a nice little D5 going from left to right. Oops, they're shooting for praise. Badly. Right, the honor guard's going to shoot back. They're plus 20. Oh dear.
Wow. One of your groups is not looking healthy.
No, this is not going to end well for them.
So what is it, a +1 for degree of success, or?
Yeah, so it's plus. They're shooting at 60, so that's plus 5 for degrees of success. Plus 7 for that.
So plus
5,
12,
we
whatever
lost.
they roll.
We
Oh,
lost
yeah.
2. We
Oh,
lost
yeah.
8, so 5.
Plus 5.
So plus 10, all up.
16. These guys are not wearing as much armor, and that's not tough.
They're just voidsmen.
Yep.
Are they even wearing armor, or are they just...
I'll give them 2 points of armor just to blast. They're in they're working on ship. They'll have some sort of protection. So that's 5 points of damage off that. 16. So 11 points. Yeah.
Okay, so they blasted 11
Yeah,
people.
one of the groups I'm just going to say is annihilated. So you're down to 60 enemy. Right, and it's out to Seb. Seb?
Sebastian, have you fallen asleep
sorry.
again?
No,
It's
I
all
was
windy,
saying, did
sorry.
you fall asleep again?
I'm afraid we may
not
not let you forget that either.
do. I guess I should just run an attack. If anyone's left.
Yeah,
There's like
60
60 people
of them,
left,
it's
so-
fine.
Okay,
Can you
so
attack them, or
I
you
have a,
use your horrible warp powers, or...
can I terrify them?
Yes. Terrify would work very well.
Alright, so the big scary psyker is going to attempt to
control is
terrify.
first.
So I'm going to, just for the hell of it, I'm going to push out as much as I can. Give me 1 second, I just need to grab my...
I suppose
Grab
it's
the
about
rules.
time we were owed a Perils of the Warp check.
Yeah, plus he is trying to terrify 60 people in a combat situation. I think a push is probably quite required at this point.
So I just need to grab the specific rules for terrify.
Terrify is page...
165.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way, that's why I can't find it.
3. I'm going to do a push to 6. So
That would be a fear
that
of
is-
3.
Yeah, fear 3.
So,
And I need to roll perils first.
Oh god. If you turn
Yeah.
yourself into a demon host, we're not going to be impressed.
No, we'll just go back into our ship and leave.
Yeah,
gonna
probably
think,
actually.
Because I failed psychic phenomena. So I'm failing that. And not any better, so I screwed the pooch on that.
So was that
Hooray.
your psychic phenomena, or was it your perils?
That's it. So instead of doing what I wanted to do, I did something else. And I succeed. Rending the veil, the air vibrates with images of cackling demons and kaleidoscope taint to the wall. Yep.
I don't think that's it. I think you now have to roll on the psychic phenometer table.
I already failed because I.
Oh
I
yes,
passed
Perils of the
already.
Warp. Yeah, we've gone straight into Perils of the Warp, haven't we?
Okay.
It's centered on him.
It is
So-
centered on him. It follows him
Yeah.
Yeah.
for five
If
rounds.
he's following
It's
him,
all
that's the
based on
trouble.
him.
But basically, I mean, if he runs forward, he's going to be knocking the crew out as they go.
Quick to the bridge!
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to say
Bash! May have trouble.
this. Yeah.
Using the perils of the warp.
So Bash, you got to try.
We've arrived!
First, you got to try and snap out of it.
Yes. Is that just a straight,
Just a straight willpower test.
Oh, this will be good. No.
No. And now you've got to make your second fear test.
Oh, hell, that's the point. We need to get Bash back on the shuttle quickly, because he's not got any of this.
That's,
Yeah, he's
3 degrees of failure.
Okay,
There's a
D100
big
plus
risk
30.
No. 2 degrees of failure.
Okay,
No,
just yeah.
62.
50.
62. Frozen by terror.
Okay.
Until you also gain 1d5 insanity points.
yay!
Yay!
I'm so glad I have watch headed right now.
Reroll.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
glad.
Just 2.
Just 4. That takes you up to 4 now.
Yep.
Okay, so you're frozen in terror. Aubrey, your warp changes. You're okay. This is a normal day for you.
Yes. Can I suggest, gentlemen, we put Bash back aboard the shuttle fairly quickly? Or at least...
Pick them up and throw them.
The shuttle will still be in range, though.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
Seb-
Sebastian's going to be running forward.
Oh yeah,
that's
true.
it. Seb's running away from the shuttle, at least minimises exposure.
Yeah. So is that your action? You're going to throw the paralysed child into the shuttle.
Not throw him. I mean, he is my superior. I will be putting him in the shuttle as far away from Seb as I can and telling Seb to run forward, yes.
All right,
With speed and vigour.
Macarius.
Alright, since I'm still at that door, might as well use my tech use on it.
Okay,
Again.
minus 50 this time because you're getting to know the system a bit.
Alright, that puts me at 100.
Oh.
It takes a little work, but yeah, you manage to get the bulkheads around you to slam down.
Awesome.
A few people are
Alright,
trapped
now
under
I
them,
turn
of
around
course.
and basically book it towards towards the bridge.
Sin.
Well, since everyone's unconscious, what happened to our voidsmen? Our honor guard? Should I wake them up? Try and wake them up with intimidate, or just go for the bridge?
Just go for the bridge. I don't think we can wake them up.
No.
I think with
Okay.
shock-induced stuff, they have to wake themselves up.
Okay, off towards the bridge then. Nothing fancy.
Okay, the honor guard.
They have to try to wake up, right?
No,
Yeah.
they fail to wake up. They're all still.
So they don't even have to worry about the warp again. Even
Well, no, weren't they frozen by terror?
Hmm?
I don't think your
Yeah,
honor guard passed away. They were just frozen with
Oh,
terror.
they were just frozen. Yeah, that's
so
true.
they now have to make their next thing. Minus
43.
20. So that's 2 degrees of failure. You're gonna get that's the re-roll.
31 makes it so that it's 1 degree.
Only
failure,
1
right?
degree of failure. So, oh dear, 93.
Whoopsie!
Panic, more insanity.
Since
They
they're
are
still
fleeing.
frozen.
They're fleeing. So
Oh.
they're running back into the
Alex
ship,
said.
following their captain.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 of insanity they've gained so far.
Oy.
Seb.
Now I'm beginning to understand the drawback of having the psycho absolutely insane.
Alright.
Right, make your willpower test. I know you've only got a 5% chance of failing it, but
I did very well.
yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to run as quickly as I can to the bridge.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to try to stop me.
Oh, fuck. Why am I reminded
Do I
of
need
like
to-
those party games where you were supposed to be carrying bombs? And it's just like, that's basically what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just running Seb towards the engine.
Okay. Round 3. Praise, you are still unfortunately in range for this turn. Next turn I'll say Seb's out of range because he's booking it.
And
That was a
Aubrey's
full
walking
round
with your
run
stuff.
action,
It's
right?
a follow round
Mm.
run action, so. But it's 87 metres from him, so.
Oh,
Have you got any fate
Like-
points?
Yes, thankfully.
he doesn't even have to use a fate point on that.
No, true.
Yeah, he's got an automatic anti-fear reroll at least.
Right.
That's a fail by 3 degrees.
Yep. We may be doing this horribly wrong, by the way, but this is the best way of doing it. 0,
Well,
1.
that's not that bad. 31.
31. You're back up to fear. You're just back onto shaking and trembling, but you're still like frozen with terror until you can snap out of it.
Okay.
So you can try and snap out of it if you want. Willpower test.
That's what I started with, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the willpower for fear. That was your fear check. This is just to
Oh,
snap
okay.
out of like frozen in terror.
No.
No,
Hang on
you're
a
still
second.
frozen in terror.